That's why I don't want to share, because every time as a nurse. Hi guys, this is Jenny, or most of you call me Jana. And today is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Yeah, so today guys, I'm going to share something very deeply personal in my life. Something that I could never imagine that it would become part of my life. So before I was diagnosed with CA, I was a nurse. I'm still a nurse. I was busy with life. I was full of energy, caring for others, and moving through my days, believing that everything was going well. I never thought. That's why I don't want to share, because every time I tried to, ano, I cry ba? Okay, wait. I never thought I would be sharing this one day as a patient. Okay, stop crying, girl. Okay, so let's go to the signs and symptoms that I had experienced before I was diagnosed. Looking back, the signs started in March 2025. I began experiencing persistent bloating and constipation. Because of the bloatedness, even simple walking made me easily get tired. And I often needed to stop and rest, something that was not normal for me before. My appetite was poor because I constantly felt full after even a small amount of food. Over time, I noticed that I lost 2 kilograms in March to April without even trying. I went to see doctor in March 2025, and based on my symptoms presented, it was thought that it's a simple constipation. I was given at that time laxatives and reassured. But even after taking them, the constipation and bloatedness did not go away. My bowel movements are no longer normal. My stool became very thin, almost pencil-like, which made me worry that something might be wrong with my colon. In May 2025, I went back to the doctor and asked to be referred to a specialist. During the assessment in the clinic, the doctor felt a hard lump on my left lower quadrant of my abdomen and agreed that it's needed for referral. That time, they referred me to a specialist, but unfortunately, waiting for appointment was not easy. There were approvals to process, and everything took time. Then came May 27, 2025. I was at work at that time when my symptoms suddenly became worse. I felt uncomfortable and like I am losing my breath. And my abdomen felt so tight and bloated that I felt like I'm going to burst. I knew at that time I could not wait any longer. I rushed myself to the emergency department around 1, and I reached there like around 1:35 because from work I went back to home first. Then I changed. I already prepared my necessities because I know it's not good, and I know that I'm going to be admitted at that time. So in the emergency room, they performed several tests, blood tests, ultrasound, CT scan, and a rectal exam. The result shows an ovarian mass that most likely malignant. They also found a large amount of fluid in my stomach, known as ascites. In simple terms, this fluid builds up because the tumors had spread and irritated the lining inside my abdomen, causing the body to produce excessive fluids. That fluid explained why my tummy felt swollen and tight at that time, became easily get tired and having trouble of breathing. On May 28, 2025, the doctors placed a tube on my abdomen to drain the fluids and help relieve my symptoms. During that procedure, they also took a sample for biopsy and to find out what actually causing it. And on June 6, 2025, the biopsy results came back. That was the day my life changed. I was officially diagnosed with stage 4B ovarian cancer, specifically LGSC, low-grade serous carcinoma. Stage 4B means that the cancer started in my ovaries and it was already spread in distant areas of my body by the time it was discovered. Low-grade serous carcinoma is rare and slow-growing type of ovarian cancer. Because it grows quietly, the symptoms are often vague and can look like common digestive problems. There is also no simple screening test for ovarian cancer, which is why many women, including me, are diagnosed late, even when they seek medical help early. As a nurse, wait. As a nurse, I spent my life caring for others. I never imagined I would be the one facing this diagnosis. Whew. There were moments of fear, shock, and tears. Moments when life felt unfair. I was living my life, working hard, full of plans, and suddenly this happened. But through this journey, I am learning something powerful. Do not give up. This experience has taught me to slow down, to listen to my body, and to trust in God's promises, even when I don't understand His plans. I choose faith over fear, and I choose hope. I believe that God is still in control and still writing my story. To anyone going through something difficult right now, please don't give up and stay positive. Trust God, even in uncertainty, there is hope. This is the beginning of my cancer journey. I don't know what exactly lies ahead, but I will face it with courage, faith, and hope. God is not done with me yet. In moments when fear tries to take over, I hold on to God's promises. I remind myself that even when I don't understand what's happening, God is still in control. The Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a better future." I may not know what tomorrow looks like, but I know who holds my tomorrow. To anyone who is tired, afraid, or fighting a battle you didn't choose, don't give up. Stay hopeful. Stay positive. Keep trusting God, even when the road is unclear. His promises never fail, and His grace is enough for each day. This journey is hard, but I believe God is walking with me every step of the way. This is not the end of my story. See you on my next sharing. Thank you.